Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Cam here again, and we are here with another video to explain and answer the question of how do you hardwire your radar detector in the corner of your window and hide that wire, get it out of the way, and make it turn on and off with the ignition whenever you want, and you don't have to touch the radar ever again. First things first, this video is not a step-by-step tutorial. I wish it was, but I'm waiting to do this on my buddy's truck when we're in the same town, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna show you how I did it and how mine is set up, and I think most of you guys that are mechanically inclined can definitely do this, and by the end of this video, you'll understand what's going on. So let's get into it. The goal of this video is to make your radar detector turn on and off with the ignition and hide the wire. Have this plugged into my wire hidden, turn the ignition on.
Testing.
It turns on automatically.
System ready.
And when I turn it off, it goes off, so it doesn't kill your battery. How this is made possible, you have your radar detector, you have the cord that goes into it, this guy plugs in the radar detector, you don't touch this side. This side is what you cut off. This goes in your cigarette plug, you cut this off right here. Inside that you'll find the power wire and the ground, positive, negative, whatever you want to call it, the two. The white or the black is the ground, the red is usually the power. So, when you break into that, first things first, you're just going to cut this off, and once you have the piggyback adapter, which is super important, links below, order it on Amazon, order some tools, I added some splicers and stuff like that, you'll see when I show you this up close, so order your stuff before. But to make this simple, you have your ground and your live wire, you're going to cut this off right here, so you have this, you're going to put your radar where you want it, tuck the wire, which mine is down here, right here, into the fuse box, and then from there, you're not gonna have this end anymore. It's gonna be your red and a white or red and a black, and from there, you're gonna take the red and splice it into your piggyback adapter, which you can see in this picture right here. It's gonna make sense. You're gonna take the wire from this, splice it into your piggyback adapter, make a ground, and then from there, plug it into the right fuse that goes on and off with the ignition, and boom, you're done. I'm gonna break this down more when I show you up close, so we're gonna zoom into right here and show you guys how you're gonna hook it up. But let me mention that on the Mazdaspeed platform, there is a little like screw that comes out that you can make a ground off of that's really easy, and you just attach a nut and it's super simple. Other than that, there should be somewhere you can make a ground to in your fuse box. This works for any car out there, not just Mazdaspeeds. So, you know, it works for anything, as long as you have access to the fuse box. The radar detector wire is up here, goes down the column, and it's gonna come down right here and into the fuse box. You can kind of see how I did it right there. Now, looking at the fuse box, I pulled out the piggyback adapter to show you guys what this looks like. These two blue wires are my failed attempt at just wiring in general. They work, it looks terrible, don't judge. But just know that these two blue wires in the middle are not going to be there when you do it. So let's go back here. This black wire right here is the radar detector wire. I unplugged the piggyback adapter, and what you have here is this little red thin wire is inside the radar detector wire, and then behind it you'll see the little nut right there. That is the ground for the radar detector wire. So there's the two wire. I can't really pull this out because I don't have extra, I don't want to rip it, but inside here is the thin red and the thin white wire. So the thin white is the ground, thin red is the power. The thin red is spliced into the piggyback adapter, which goes into this guy right here. You have your two fuses, and this goes into the second row right there. Third one in, second row on your Mazdaspeed, and you need to figure out a diagram which one on your car is the proper one that turns on and off with ignition. With the Mazdaspeed, it's this third one in, second row. It is called the cigar on the diagram, like down here. So just know it's that one if that's your car. If you're still confused after watching that, here is a diagram on paper of how the wiring works. After looking at this diagram, if you're still confused, just wait for the step-by-step instruction when I do it on my buddy's truck, but it should make sense to you. It's pretty straightforward. It looks a lot messier in there because of my amplifier wires that I hooked up for the ignition, but on your car, all you need to do is take your fuse box cover. If this is in a Mazdaspeed, look and find something that only turns on with the ignition. For this car, I just did the cigar one. It's just literally what it's called on here, cigar, just the cigarette plug. And from there, just Plug into that, it'll turn on and off with the ignition, and you can hide the wire and you'll be good to go. So thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Later!